we don't fact check like we used to.
We just take it as,
you know what I mean?
It is right there.
Yeah, we don't. We see something, we see some shit, and we take it for what it is, and we tell the next person.
Yeah.
And we're like, bro, did you see this shit?
Yeah.
Like, did you actually fact check? Did you see where that was coming from?
Right.
Did you? So that's one thing that I really don't like about this generation is that we don't care where the information is coming from.
Nah.
And it could be coming from some shady Instagram page that's trying to rile people up.
For sure.
So I just wish that we had like, more not even control, but just self-control.
I'm saying skepticism.
Yeah, we gotta be more skeptical. Like they used the old phrase, the old saying was, believe half of what you see and none of what you hear.
Yeah.
But we don't live like that.
No.
We believe 100% of what we hear.
Everything. And hear, listen, watch, yo.
Yeah.
What's good, everyone? Welcome back to My First Kicks. This is episode 258.
Man, 258?
258.
I sound like junior high school 258. Shout out to Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And we got a returning guest. Welcome back, Kota the friend, man.
What's up, bro?
Yeah. Yo, appreciate you the first time pulling up. Make sure you tap into that first episode. Got to learn about your first kicks and, journey through life and stuff. So you wanted to pull back up because you've been doing a lot of change. You changed it up crazy.
I don't even know what I'm doing, bro. I'm just working, taking it a day at a time. Like just trying to make shit shake. That's it.
I mean, look, yo, I think what you've been doing has been really, really dope. But before we jump into that, I don't want to do any more cuts to me being like, yo, subscribe to my podcast. So we're just gonna do it right now. Yo, subscribe to the podcast, please. Please.
Yeah. Subscribe to the pod. Stop playing, bro. It's good content.
Please, yo. Yeah. And join the Patreon, patreon.com/myfirstkicks. It's only $5. Like all that money goes straight back into the podcast, brings me into the studio here. I have to pay Kota sometimes.
You do?
No, I don't.
Nah, he's capping. I'm like, yo, where my check at, bro? Yeah. You know what?
No,
He said it.
It's a joke.
I was just playing. Nah, I'm happy to be here, bro.
Nah, man, yo. We've been chilling, yo. Like it's been crazy. Like you've changed my life.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Like the experiences, just a couple times, being able to be around you has been super inspiring. Like when I pulled up in Brooklyn to the what'd you call it? It was like it was at the back of that restaurant.
Oh, it was like a little pop-up.
Yeah.
It was like an open mic kind of vibe where I like invited some fans and they did their thing. It was at Choice Market, Brooklyn. Yeah. Shout out Choice Market. It's one of my favorite spots in the city.
And cover, you shot the cover of the album.
I shot the album cover for No Rap on Sunday at that spot, bro. That's kind of my whole thing. I like to bring in my real life and things that I actually love into the art,
Yeah. And then before that, you had me in the photo shoot for us, New York versus everybody.
Us versus everybody.
I had it right.
I gotta put out
time.
That video.
Please, I was like, I've been waiting.
I gotta put out that video. I got the files. I
was freezing, bro.
We was all freezing. That was like a year ago.
That was.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, man, like what you've been doing as of late, like I've been super curious of like, you changed up and started doing these videos on your balcony and then like in the studio and like what was like what made you want to do that? What made you want to switch it up like that?
I don't even know if I'm really switching it up. I'm more. I feel like I haven't been doing what I've always done for a while. Like I started the still videos with the subtitles.
Yeah,
it's like I started that. You know what I mean? So it's like it's almost like I kind of stopped it. I guess because it's like now everybody's doing it. So I'm trying to figure out something else. But it's just like I just got back to creating and showing people like who I am and showing people like what I'm working on and all this music that I've made over the years. It's like, bro, it's still out here. So I'm kind of I'm showing up. You know what I mean? And I'm in a very creative space where every day I want to get back to creating something. And I love shooting videos and I love making music. And at the end of 2025, I got this random creative itch and I made an album in like 12 days.
Yeah. I remember. You was on live.
I was going crazy.
I
was going like every day I was working on like 2 different records and the album, I feel like it came out so beautiful, bro. It got emotional in the studio. You know what I mean? And like it made me feel like how I used to feel making music. And that's what I loved about it. And and I miss that feeling of like shedding tears in the studio and like getting into it. And so I just really put together this very like vulnerable album, and it really inspired me to get into different things that I used to be into. Like I grew up playing the trumpet, so I started playing the trumpet in the 3rd grade. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah.
You know?
I only knew that because when I went to the pop-up, we were talking to your mom. And your
Right,
mom
right.
told
My
me.
mom put everybody on. You know why? Because my mom, in her mind, I should have never stopped. You know, and honestly, that's probably the truth. Because like when I was young, so I picked up the trumpet. By the time, because obviously they give you a instrument. They gave us an instrument when we were in school. I don't think they do that as much anymore. But
No, yeah, because I remember they did the Save the Music program.
Yeah,
for a little bit.
Yeah, because they taking the music programs out of the schools.
Yeah.
But the music program gave me a life, bro. It gave me something to really. I grew up playing the trumpet. I remember it was like probably the 2nd or 3rd rehearsal or practice that I had with the band, and my band teacher, he put me in an accelerated program. You know what I mean? So he put me in like up with the older kids, because he told me. I remember him telling my mother, like, yo, he's gifted, you know, and he's gonna, you know, he understands music and he understands this thing. And so making that album really inspired me to bring all of these different parts of me back to life. Like that. So I play the trumpet every day.
Oh, nice.
Whereas like I haven't played it in the last 15 years.
Yeah.
But I think about that with all the different things in my life that I kind of let go of and didn't bring with me on a journey. And I'm bringing everything together. And so I kind of like, that's with the videography work, with the music, with the musical instruments, with everything. I'm bringing it all together, and just I'm just back to getting creative and figuring out what's next. And you know, I'm in a different mode.
Yeah. I'm curious what was the King Kota think about you playing the trumpet in the crib.
Oh yeah, he loves it. He loves it. He watches. I play randomly. I'll like pick it up and just randomly play some notes. But he loves. He specifically loves when I play it in my music. You know, because that's one thing with the new album. I actually played the trumpet on some of the songs.
Yeah.
Which I think makes it special. But he loves seeing me get creative, and he loves rapping, and I got him in the studio. He's making his own music.
Oh snap!
So, and he's getting nice too, because like yo, he come up with some flows like, and I love that, because I guess he's been watching me for so long.
Yeah.
Now he's coming up with his own idea of what sounds good.
Yo, that's fire, bro. Yeah. That's fire. I know you had you built the studio in the crib. I'm still waiting for my invite.
I got you. I got you.
But like, it's so dope to see like the snippets that I get to see on the story, where you know you had Fresh Waters, and you know you had Life of Tom in there. You've had like a lot of these like super creative people in there, and I know that like that's got to make you be like, yo, I got to be coming up a little bit more, you know, differently, or like you seeing things a little bit differently, especially because like they're younger, and like you're like seeing the different, like hearing how they come up with things, and you're like, man, like how do I, you know, channel that in a specific way? Like, does that influence you, and it can continuously like try to change it up, or like, you know, be creative as much as possible?
Yeah, every artist, no matter what generation, is gonna bring something different out of you, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, I definitely noticed that there's something that artists like Life of Tom, like that the generation coming up right under us.
Yeah.
I noticed that there's different things about that, and different things about the flows and the energy they come with, and different things that they appreciate versus what we would appreciate. But at the same time, it can all make sense, and it can all like coexist.
Yeah.
And I think that's the beautiful part about it. So they definitely have been kind of inspiring me to like understand and bring everything together and figure out how I can like create a glue, and so it could all like sound amazing.
Yeah.
So I love getting in the studio with people. That's been my thing for 2026. I want to get in the studio with people, because I feel like, especially because remember we went through COVID.
Yeah.
So everything was like sending music over
over
email.
just emails.
And I'm
never
in,
really
I'm
talking
in New
to
York,
people. Yeah.
you know, and usually people are making music out in LA.
Yeah.
In New York, people aren't getting in the studio as much, you know? So
I actually did not know that. I thought people was like, all I heard was like, all I always hear was be like, yeah, you know, we in the studio tomorrow, and then they'll be there for 8 hours, make one song, and be like, but you paid for all this time, yo.
I can't do that. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. It's like stuff like that. I can't do that. I be in the studio for 3 hours. The record is done. You know, like, but that's just me. It's I can't be in the studio for 8 hours only just to do one record. Like, I got to get back to my kids. I got to wake up and take them to school. So it's for me. It's like I'm kind of on the clock. You know, but nah, because I know whenever I'm in LA, I'm in the studio. Right. You know, like, but when I'm in New York, it's like I guess I'm home and I got more responsibility. I got things to do. So it's like I'm more on a time crunch. But it's been good to have my studio, and so when people come into my space and we lock in and we work and we can bring instruments into the mix, and I got a drum set right there. I got the keyboard there, and so everybody, I do rehearsals down there. So we're coming up with songs. Like me and the band that I work with, the band that we do shows at the Blue Note, we create songs on the spot. That's crazy. And we record everything because I got the whole thing. I got like 5-6 cameras in there, you know, always rolling. So that's been beautiful too, to just be able to record sessions and like build up that catalog of like footage of moments and memories that we gonna remember forever. You know,
I mean, it's sick, man. I love seeing it, and seeing you at the Blue Note was so fire too. Because I'm like,
thank you, bro.
That's the homie too. I'm like, damn, my homie playing Blue Note, bro. Like, that's insane, bro. Like, there's so much heritage and like history behind that. And like, what did that even feel like, even being able to do like the first run?
Man, it felt good to do Blue Note. I've done like guest sets, you know, like surprise sets, like when Static, he did something years ago. It was early, probably like 2018, 2019, years ago, bro. But he invited me up and I just spit a couple verses. And I remember that felt good. I was like, damn, I'm doing Blue Note. Even though I'm not really like on the bill. But that was my first experience and I loved it. And then to be able to have my own set, it was legendary. It's honestly, it feels good to like be in that intimate space. And be in a musical space, you know. And the second time I did Blue Note, I brought out my trumpet. You didn't see that one. You weren't there for that one. But I brought out the trumpet and I played.
I saw the video.
Yeah, and that was the first time I played in like over a decade.
That's crazy.
In front of people. You know? So it definitely brings something out of you. Like I did like a live spoken word. I did a lot of things different that I usually don't do at my shows. And it gives you that opportunity in that stage to just focus on the art. And because people are there for the music. Some people have never heard about you. They're just there because it's Blue Note.
Really?
You know, they don't.
Well, that strip is definitely like that too. Because they'll be going to random comedy shows at the Comedy Cellar. They'll be like, I don't know who's there. And
right.
Like, yo.
Yeah. You're right. So Blue Note and Comedy Cellar, they're right across the street from each other, and they have that same vibe. Where people are going because of the culture. People are going because of the reputation of the place. You know, so it's like people are there for the music. So when somebody goes to a Blue Note show and they don't even know who you are, and at the end of it, they're like, oh my God, that was so amazing. You know it's real.
Yeah, for real.
For real.
That's crazy, bro. I mean, we need that. We need that like a hip hop spot like that in general, where it's like we building the culture around it. It's a mainstay. I mean, like maybe like Beer Wax is kind of like that. Yeah, I don't know if you've ever been to Beer Wax.
I've never been.
Beer Wax is fire, hip hop bar. All they play is vinyls. They get DJs to pull up. Like it's dope. It's
Where's that at?
Where is it? It's like by the Barclays, I think. We go one night.
Okay.
We out one night.
Beer Wax.
It's fire.
Okay, right around the way. I went to school around the Barclays. It's crazy. I'm old because you old.
I'm old.
Now you old. You old because I went to school around the corner from the Barclays, but it wasn't even the Barclays.
No, I wasn't.
You know what I mean? It was just like those train stations. Those abandoned trains.
Yo, there was a barbecue spot there that was insane. It was called like the Barbecue Pit, I think it was.
That sounds about right.
And then it had like a dino rib that you can buy, and it was gigantic.
I never went there.
Fire.
I never went there.
I think it turned into the Sweet Chick. That's where Sweet Chick is now.
Man, shout out Sweet Chick.
Yeah, shout out Sweet Chick, yo. They the homies. Shout out.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, New York has changed crazy, but I would love, like, I mean, I don't know if you remember back in the day. I mean, SOBs maybe got that kind of.
Nah.
No?
Nah.
When's the last time you played SOBs?
A long time ago.
That was like the you had to
everybody goes through SOBs.
Yeah.
I was just talking about that the other day. Everybody has to. That's like the rite of passage. Like when you do your first real New York show, chances are it's at SOBs. I remember when Knitting Factory used to be open.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace. But it still looks the exact same. That's what's crazy about it. That's what's crazy. Like it's just a different venue, you know. And I wish I guess the name could be the same, but
they have that because I went to go see Lord Sko at the Knitting Factory that's behind the bar. That's like a bar, and then in the back is the Knitting Factory.
Yeah.
Bro, these kids now, and I mean, if you're watching kids these days or whatever, but like, and this is like a rant that I've had for a hot minute after going to shows.
Go ahead.
These kids these days love cigarettes now, bro.
They do?
Yeah. Like if you go to like, shout out Tom, but his crowd is obviously younger than him and like or around his age, and like they're like, I went to one show and we were at Baby's All Right, and I guess they let people rocking Baby's All Right with smoking. Came out smelling like an ashtray, and I was like, yo, this is crazy.
Yeah, I can't do that. I would have had to leave.
Leave your own show?
I would have had to leave.
You rock if you rock it and you like.
But the thing is, people not really smoking cigarettes in my shows. You know what I mean? Like you don't gotta really worry about that at my shows. Like anytime, bro, there's cigarette smoke around me, I immediately gotta go.
I'm tapping out.
I have to, bro. Yo. Shout out to Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
Yo, when I remember I was at,
yes, I want to know about that.
Listen,
that show.
I remember we was in Ohio. We was in Yellow Springs, Ohio. And it was me, it was Vic Mensa, and it was Dave Chappelle.
Right.
And Dave Chappelle was like kicking knowledge, you know, like crazy. And I remember and he smoked cigarettes, so he smoking a cig.
He smokes cigarettes anywhere, everywhere, bro.
Yeah, but he's cool as fuck, man. I love that dude. He shows mad love. But I remember like, so Dave is sitting like right here, right? And then Vic Mensa is sitting right next to me. Yeah. And they both smoking cigarettes. And I'm in the middle of the cigarette smoke. I remember I was just sitting there like, you know what I mean? You know when it's just so, you know what I mean?
You just fighting through it?
I'm fighting through it, bro. I'm fighting through it. I want to be here for the vibes. And I was like, yo, I gotta go, Dave. I gotta go. I was like, I think as a non-smoker, it's just like, bro, I gotta be out of here.
It's wild, bro.
I can't do it.
It's you know too much, yeah. Because I would go to like Atlantic City or like Vegas, and you on a slot, like I'm on the slot, and I'm like, oh, this gonna pay right now.
Oh yeah,
bro pulls up right next to me. Newport just going crazy. I'm like,
yo. I think as a non-smoker too, it probably does something. You know what I mean? Yeah. Maybe if you're a smoker,
it doesn't bother you because you're just used to the smoke.
That shit would ruin my whole mood, bro. That's just me, bro. That's just me.
Nah, I'm with you. I'm with you. It's wild because it's funny because I was just walking up the train station to come here, and I'm coming out, and I'm like, as soon as you start smelling like a little bit of it, you like, oh man. Yeah. And then it's like these guys in New York. I don't know if y'all got these out there, but they smoke this weird tobacco. It's not. I always say it's K2, but K2 is gone.
Not
now.
The K2.
No, but
you got to talk about K2 now. Yo, K2. Here's the thing about K2. A lot of people, and they may not even know about it. Not everybody knows about it.
Yeah.
All right, so K2 is synthetic marijuana. Yo, it used to say one thing you may not even know. It used to say not for human consumption on the packaging. Yeah. And people still smoked it.
That shit. And that shit looked like AstroTurf.
That was crazy. That was a time. Yo, that was a crazy time.
We were going crazy.
You could buy that at the corner store,
and it'll come in that like weird SpongeBob packaging. Yo. You can get like a Jordan 5. You get a Jordan.
Yo, I feel like
a Fire Red 5
that was the early fentanyl. That was the early fent.
For sure. For real. They had people looking like zombies out there.
Yeah, it was not. I know a couple of zombies. That's what's wild. I know a couple of them, bro. K2 is a wild time.
Yeah, I could.
Sidebar.
Sidebar. But like, how did you even get invited to do that show at Dave Chappelle's what is this, new venue? It's just a venue.
It's a venue. Like, you know, Dave Chappelle, he owns He owns Yellow Springs.
Yeah,
bro.
I was gonna say, yeah. I saw that video of him at the town hall.
He genuinely owns everything out there. Like, it's honestly beautiful to see. That's the dream. To like live somewhere and own most of what as a black man.
Yeah.
Bro, that's so special.
Yeah.
Yo, protect Dave Chappelle at all costs, bro. For real. But nah, so he has the venue and he invites everybody out, you know. So if he likes your music, then he'll invite you out. He'll be like, yo, pull up. And he really liked my song Summer House.
Yeah.
And so
that's fire.
So he was like, he want me to perform that joint. You know what I mean? So he want you to come and do the thing that he wants you to do. and so I'm like, you know, of course I'm gonna do it.
He's like,
yo,
you know what? He's like, I'm gonna own the town. I'm gonna have my own venue, and I'm gonna make my own playlist.
Exactly.
And he's like, what I feel like listening today.
I'm like, as you should, bro, as you should. So like, yeah. So I love Summer House. That's one of my favorite records, you know, that I've ever made. So I love that he loves that song. And so like, he just invited us out. He took care of us, bro. Like, put us up, and we did the show and just had the time of our lives, bro. Like, I'll always be grateful for Dave for just like showing love and opening his space to us, bro.
Yeah. Speaking of Vic Mensa, yo, he's been killing it.
Yes.
You know, like his message, like him being the way he messaged it. Well, there's that one video. I don't know if you saw the video where somebody's like, they did like a fake Vic Mensa.
Yeah.
Pulling the orange.
Right.
But he really like becoming like the word, like just spreading the word of like the things that we don't really talk about, and like really, especially within our community, we kind of just like move it on. We too busy working, so it's just like it's hard to pay attention to what's going on. But like, you'll stop for somebody that you really enjoy, like your videos. I'll stop for all your videos and hear what you got to say. Like recently, you talked about, you know, immigration was going on, and so, you know, I'm really loving that, like, you know, people like you, people like Vic, just like speaking up and being like, yo, we should really be paying attention about this. You know, this shit is crazy right now. You know?
Right.
But yeah, Vic has been, I mean.
Nah, Vic, his voice is much needed in this time. You know what I mean? Like, he is actually that guy when it comes to like knowing about like injustice and things happening around the world. Like, that's on the top of his mind. And so he's the right person to be talking about that, you know? And so I love that he was able to find his space as far as on social media and been he's the right person for the platform, you know? So it's like, I'm glad that he's the one talking about it, because right now people need to be informed, and he's the right guy. Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
Period.
I mean, it's just, I mean, yeah, the way this world has been as of late, you know, we're recording this on 1:30. This is the, you know, everybody's supposed to be doing absolutely nothing. This is the general strike today, and I mean, that's hard for me, I will have to say, because I work a corporate job, so it's just like, I can't just be like it wouldn't, you know, if I did that, I'll lose my job too. But like, you know, I can shout out to everybody that really, you know, did the general strike. I didn't spend any money today, you know, to make sure that, like, you know, I at least participated in some way. But like,
I don't spend no money anyway, so I'm never spending money.
No,
you know, so like, it's just a regular day for me. I don't participate in a lot of this shit, you know. But yes, it's important. You know what I mean? It's definitely important for us to be able to come together, you know, in times like this.
Yeah, and it's much needed. I think that like a lot of this stuff doesn't really get talked about in general, especially like when I talk to this stuff to my friends. They're just like, "Oh man, you know, like whatever." That's like everybody else's problem.
It's not happening to you, you know.
Yeah,
Dave said something like that too. He's like, everything is funny or whatever until it happens to you.
Yeah,
you know. So we definitely, I think it's a time to be grateful for what we do have. You know what I mean? Because anything can happen. That's the way I look at it. Like, yeah, we see it happening to other people right now, but when it could be you tomorrow. And we have to be aware, and you have to be like, we have to have mastery over our minds enough, because what are we gonna do when we're in that situation?
Right.
You know. So I already think about that stuff. Bro.
It's just, you know? It's tough to see too. Like, we're seeing this like every single day now. Yeah. And it's like, it's been heavy on my mind. That's why I'm bringing it up now. It's just like scrolling through the internet. That's what we're seeing. You know.
Yes.
You know, and it's kind of like, is it doing more harm? Is it doing like or is it really? Are we being well aware, or are we just like it's coming every day now that we're like, whatever.
I was just thinking about this. I was like, we see so much stuff online. We can't take everything as fact. You know, I think that's the danger.
Yeah.
That's the dangerous part about the internet.
Yeah.
It's like, we have to we don't fact check like we used to.
We just take it as,
you know what I mean?
Is right there.
Yeah, we don't. We see something, we see some shit, and we take it for what it is, and we tell the next person.
Yeah.
And we're like, bro, did you see this shit?
Yeah.
Like, did you actually fact check? Did you see where that was coming from?
Right.
Did you? So that's one thing that I really don't like about this generation is that we don't care where the information is coming from.
Nah.
And it could be coming from some shady Instagram page that's trying to rile people up.
For sure.
So I just wish that we had, like, you know, more not even control, but just self-control.
For me, I'm saying skepticism.
Yeah, we gotta be more skeptical. Like, they used the old phrase, the old saying was, believe half of what you see and none of what you hear.
Yeah.
But we don't live like that. No. We believe 100% of what we hear.
And here, listen, watch, yo.
You know what I mean?
It's crazy. I was like, because like I had this crazy. Oh man, I don't think I should talk about it on the episode. I'll tell you after. But like, I had a crazy conversation last night, and it was like during work. Like, so it was just like I can't talk about it. But like what I think about when I look at the internet and how people. Like, there was recently Aria Hughes, shout out Aria Hughes, she posted this clip and this guy was talking about how Cortez is not doing fashion right or whatever. And I'm like, what? So I'm watching this clip and it's starting to get me like, what is this guy talking about? I commented on it. I'm like, you're confusing fashion and streetwear. There's two different things, right? And people are like, nah, you know, streetwear is fashion. I'm like, nah. Streetwear is counterculture to fashion. But because this guy is telling you that what Cortez is doing is fashion, you're just being like, yo, this is fashion now. And you're taking whoever this guy is because he has a massive following, because he has a massive following. Yeah. And then I was just like, and then it's also just like, if you look at the generation of like when Virgil started coming in and he started melting, you know, fashion and streetwear, we got Louis Vuitton Air Forces, you know, like that pushes it where it's just kind of like, all right, is streetwear fashion? You just, you know, like it's if somebody tells you, because like even what you're wearing right now, Savant Studio, shout out the homies,
shout out Savant.
Yeah, that's fashion, right? Like I would consider that fashion because like he's putting out shows, he's doing shows, he's doing.
But streetwear, dude, they do shows too, right?
But it ain't like nah, it's not like streetwear is like. When I'm thinking about streetwears, I'm thinking like Supreme. Like, when's the last time you seen a Supreme like show?
I ain't see any show. You know what I mean? I never seen any show. Like, you talking to somebody that be in the crib. You know what I mean? You gotta
I know.
Remember who you're talking to. You know, I see shit online. I'm like, oh, that's nice. That's cool. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like I really don't. I thought Supreme would have its own show.
Nah, they don't have shows. It's streetwear. Like streetwear. Like,
man, you putting me on. Game,
all right.
All right,
like,
so streetwear like they don't do shows.
Yeah, Stussy. Like
Stussy don't do shows.
No, like
no, never.
I've never seen a Stussy show.
Nah, you sound like an Instagram page. I feel like this might not be facts. You know what I mean? I feel like Stussy should have a show, no?
Nah, they're not a fashion house. You get fashion houses, bro. Okay. Fashion houses make it. Like Kid Super's a fashion house.
Yeah, but I feel like Kid Super is super streetwear though.
Nah, because they don't put out streetwear. They do collabs with brands and then put out their gear. But like if you go, yo, if I go, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna cop some Kid Super. It's always like, you know, the face jacket where they like touch, but it's like maybe you buy like 20. There's like maybe he makes like 20 pieces, and that's like considered
that's fashion.
Yeah, it's like concept cars where it's like, you know, this is like we're never gonna be able to own this stuff. Like that's like where fashion lives.
Okay. All right.
Nah, man.
We talking semantics. I'm like, all right, nah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I get it.
Damn, man. Nah, the curve was crazy.
I'm trying to get it, bro. I kind of understand where you're coming from, though. I get
I mean, look. Yeah. This is because I love streetwear. And what I love about streetwear is like, you know, when you did your brand, you know, and that's considered streetwear. People rocking it on the street. promoting you on the street, but
Right,
you're not
right.
like you're not over
Right.
here sewing
Right.
a full bag together, you know?
Damn, but I feel like at this point, streetwear and fashion, streetwear has become fashion. You know what I mean?
I think
Like,
people,
cause think
yeah.
about the pieces that Supreme makes or
Mhm.
Kid Super or what. It's like it's very blended now. It's everything's kind of gone come into
But I was
one.
saying that's because of Virgil.
That's because of Virgil.
Because of Virgil. I don't think we haven't seen that before, but we saw it when Virgil started making Pyrex. Pyrex became Off-White. Off-White is considered fashion, but streetwear at the same time because he was still charging people fucking $1,700 for a shirt with a long ass tag and some crazy art piece on it.
What about Kanye?
Kanye, I would say like when he was doing seasons,
yeah,
like he was doing Yeezy seasons, that's fashion. But then the streetwear part was the Yeezys for Adidas. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, this is very complex, bro.
This is my wheelhouse.
This is not that simple. This is a whole like you got to break this down on paper and be like, da, da, da. You got to make it make sense. And stuff.
Yeah. I just think it's just like, I mean, but the whole point was like if somebody who speaks with a lot of conviction becomes the leader of said thing.
Yes, and that's the problem. That's the problem. That's into the internet and social media is that once, like you said, once you say something, if you have a big enough platform, it becomes fact. And that's a problem because these cultures already exist, And just because like I may be important in the culture, but I may not have a massive like Instagram or TikTok following, but so that's kind of disrespectful to the culture. I get what you're saying. It's like, but how do you combat that?
I mean, see, I think that's like the $1 million, not even $1 million, maybe $10 question. Like, because the thing is just like we want people to care, right? We're in the business of having people caring, right?
Yeah.
And so the thing is, those people that do that, like they just blatantly lie. They're not in the business of people to care. They just want people to share.
Well, are they lying or are they just ignorant?
I mean, if you think about grifting, right? If somebody is purposely being wrong to make money and get the views and get the followers, then they don't care what their perspective is, right? Like, I mean, whatever. I'll talk about this, but like the whole thing with like Sneeko and all these like
I don't know about any of that. You know what I mean? So I'm just going off of the broad, you know what I mean? Topic.
Right. So there's so there's this whole side of the internet where it's like they call it like red pill. And so these are these people that are in it to just kind of like blatantly be like, oh, men should be doing this, women shouldn't be doing this and that. And then they point these fingers, right? So they came together. They forced a DJ to play "Hail Hitler" by I don't know if I'm probably have to bleep that by Kanye. By Kanye,
you shouldn't have to bleep out Hitler.
But Kanye,
I'm not even gonna say it.
I'm gonna have to bleep it.
Oh Lord, because you know what it is. Somebody could definitely take that one part. And then AI you doing some other shit.
I mean, they gonna AI me doing whatever at this point. There's enough content of me and you together that they're like, I'm talking about in general, where they could just make either of us do anything at this point.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
But they went to a club and got that song played. HH played on.
HH.
Yeah. They got HH played. And they did that to rage bait, to create content, to be like, we got the DJ to play. Everybody, the crowd went crazy. The whole crowd was singing along. Nobody was singing along.
Hear me out, bro.
Yeah.
Cause I really want to talk about this. It's like all of this stuff you're talking about. It's the rage baiting and all that. Obviously, I hate this so much because I feel like it takes away from real culture.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like destroying everything that we love.
Yeah.
It's messing up everything we love.
Yeah.
Like, how do we just keep going as we've been going? What do you think we should do something different? Like, how do we preserve what we've created?
Yeah. I mean, we both love culture. Okay. I mean, my bad, but I'm gonna have a question for your question.
Okay.
Right. the question is, and I've asked this a couple times and nobody's ever given me an answer. So I'm pretty sure you're not going to give me an answer.
Let's see. Nah, that's a challenge.
But is the goal to jump the wave, whatever the wave is now, and then take that audience and then sell them the culture, like bring them in, right? Instead of selling's the wrong word, but like usher them into the right way? Or is the goal to find the audience that really appreciates this from the jump and then build that? And then you have those people spread the word too.
It's a tough one.
It's tough, yeah.
It's a tough one. I think that the goal is always to create something new, you know?
But if we're creating something new, which is what I'm saying.
It'll never be new fully. It'll always be a derivative of something else.
Yeah.
But you create something, you share it, and people will always do something different with it. But you build, you know what I mean? It's like you just build, and whatever happens. We want an ethical culture, you know. We want a culture built on ethics,
right? Yeah, you know? We want the people that want to grow it, and I think the hardest part right now is where we live in this world where, like, I mean, for sneakers is an example. I'll use sneakers as an example, and like where it's like we see what the algorithm allows for like popping sneaker content, right? I don't do any of that, right?
Right.
And is it for me to be like, you know what, I'm gonna make a video that's gonna go viral. I'm gonna figure out a way. I'm gonna keep trying until I go viral with these dumb videos. But then, am I really pushing the podcast at that point? I'm gonna be known for the videos and not the podcast.
I think I've been thinking about this a lot too. I think you should figure out what your purpose is and move in that direction. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's just like what do people love about you? What do people love about what you're creating? What do people appreciate about it? And don't do anything to get viral. Do it because there's people that appreciate that.
Yeah.
Even if it's 5 people, 10 people, whatever it is. Yeah. It's like, if there's somebody that's like, bro, I needed this today. Bro, I'm so happy I saw this today. Yo, keep doing what you're doing. Yeah. If there's a couple people like that, that means there's a bunch of people like that.
Exactly.
So forget about the algorithm. There's 5 people that want to see this content. That means that there's 500.
Yeah.
That means there's 5,000.
Right.
So it's like, that's part of your purpose. You feel me? That's the way I see it.
You answered the question then.
Yeah.
You answered the question.
Yeah.
You said, so we're not doing the wave. We're doing part B. We're building with the crowd that's coming to us.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
There's people out there that want to share in the thing that you're creating, for sure.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you get a ton of messages and be like, yo, man, your music saved my life and all that stuff. You know, like, so it's like, it's hard to be like, because I get those too, where it's just like, yo, I really needed this episode. You know, like, yo, you really got me through. I'm jumping right. I've gotten so many messages of like, yo, you really inspired me. I'm like,
so yo, I think, bro, for you should think about what are you doing that's inspiring them, you know, and you build on that.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I've been doing. I know you were asking me directly the question, but I've already answered those questions. Okay. Like this is it, man. Like, you know, the storytelling, I'm trying to push the culture forward because I feel like where we're currently at in terms of just sneakers is super surface level, but there's so much story, right? And the individuality about it and how people just kind of see it as like, yo, there's this like it's just this and then a sneaker. But like, I'm like, yo, there's all this in between, you know, and highlighting that. And so I find so much purpose between that and like having these conversations with creatives like you and like, you know, like people like that.
On some, just from what I've seen, dude, I think you should definitely, just how you tell these stories on the pod, I think you should tell these stories like outside the pod. You know what I mean? I don't know if you're already doing that or whatever, but you are. I've
tried.
I think you should
just keep going. Just keep doing it.
You should do it again.
I do solo episodes now.
All
so
right,
like those, break those out. People been loving those. So like, yeah, I'm outside the box. I call it out of the box moments.
I love it.
So like, yeah,
I love it. Keep that up, bro.
I mean, I'm trying.
You know what I mean? Keep it up
It's tough,
as much as you
man.
can.
Like, I don't know how you do it, but I think you figured out a really cool way of doing it with your videos and like the porch. I keep bringing up the porch, but like I think it's really dope. And yeah, I think that's like something that I would like to implement too. So like figuring out how to present it, because I already got what I'm trying to say. And like the solo podcasts are for like the diehard My First Kicks listeners. Shout out to y'all. And so that's why I get the most feedback on those the most, where people are like, yo, I really love that episode. I really love what you had to say about this. And
Right.
I think like I do have to implement more of them. They just, once I do one of those, bro, I'm tapped. I don't want to talk. Like I'm yapping for an hour. And I was just like, I don't want to talk to
That's
nobody.
why you don't gotta yap for an hour. You can yap for 5 minutes, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can yap for a minute, 30 seconds, whatever it is. It's like you don't gotta be an hour.
But yes, I have a secret TikTok where I'm like,
a secret?
The secret.
Yeah, you scared.
Because I want to figure it out first.
I feel you. But it's just like that's the perfectionism talking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like being a perfectionist, I don't know how you handle it.
I'm not a perfectionist.
You just let it rock?
I let a lot of shit rock, bro. I think that's been my superpower.
Yeah.
Since like the beginning, is I've never been a perfectionist, bro. I never sat on music. I make bro, and this has been since the beginning of my career. And people hate me for it.
Really?
People in my camp hate me for it.
Why?
Because they're like, bro, as soon as you got an idea, you execute it in a week. And then you want to put that shit out tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's just like, that's just how I am. It's like, I perfect it to a certain point, and once I feel like it's good enough and it ticks off all my boxes, I give it to the world. You know, and I think that started early when like I remember when Nipsey had passed. I remember I pushed up my release date because I'm like, shit, I could die next week. You know, that's generally how I felt.
Wow.
It's like, bro, when he passed, I was like, life, like that kind of started my life is short like era.
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, anybody can go
Yeah.
at any time.
Yeah.
It could be me. So why would I sit on what I got? You feel me? So ever since then, I kind of just been releasing.
Let
I let it fly. Let it fly. You come up with something, you love it. If you love it, you drop it. Forget about it.
I'm more like that with the podcast.
Oh, okay.
But like stuff where I'm like, obviously, like if I'm like really being creative, like if I'm like sitting down and I am pretty perfectionist. I was like that, especially as a kid. Like when I was first designing stuff.
Yeah.
I would let nobody see it. I'd be like, I work on it for like 2 weeks.
You a perfectionist.
Yeah.
You're a real perfectionist.
I know. But like when it comes to this though, I'm just like, I'll put something together and I'll be like, all right, cool. Like we're good. Like that, I think, cause like when Tyler said the whole thing of just like, why are you holding on to anything? Just put everything out.
That's true.
So I was like, true. And I also took me 2 years to start this podcast alone because I was just like, I gotta find my guy. I gotta find my perfect co-host that we do this together.
It's a gift and a curse.
Yeah,
it's a gift and a curse. Like the perfectionism thing, you know what it is? It's like you gotta perfect it to a point. Yeah, that's really all it is. It's like there's a middle ground of making it right and just being able to just let it fly.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
But
that's cool though. That's cool to know about you though. Like, I look at this. I think there's great people that are perfectionists. You know what I mean? Like some of the greats in I know great people that are perfectionists that are sitting on like gold mines of music, and I'm like, you're a genius, but you just can't let it fly. Nobody's heard these gems. You know what I mean?
Why is this draft 106?
Exactly, and it's amazing. It was honestly the draft number 1 was amazing, but here we are at draft 106, 5-10 years later. So it's like it's always funny, bro. It's funny.
I mean, it's just like the way that people move when it comes to creativity is where it's like you get to see if a person's really, really being creative or not. Because my thing is like, what I find the most fun is like creative problem solving to get where I'm at, like to get to where I want to go. Or I know I had an episode where I was like, I don't have Zoom. We didn't have Zoom on here. And I was like, instead of figuring out how to like, ask them to Zoom the stuff, I would figure out how to Zoom on Premiere, and I did it. So and it still looked clean. And I was like, and then I did the movements and stuff like that. But I didn't know how to do that before then, you know? And like being able to creative problem solve that was way more fulfilling than actually like cutting every single episode, cutting the clips together. And I think that like I'm pretty sure you do that a ton. Like, you know, I know like on the last episode you're talking about like how to get around like samples and stuff like that. But like, you know.
Oh, we was talking about getting around samples?
Yeah. You're like, you use AI to get around samples.
Damn, I said that?
Yeah, you did. You want me to cut this?
No. It's all good.
It's already in the first episode.
It's already there. That's what I realized. I was like, God damn, I said that shit. Because AI is going crazy right now. AI is putting up big numbers. It wasn't putting up numbers like that when last time we did the episode. It wasn't putting up these kind of numbers. I didn't know where it was gonna go. Yeah. But like, I did that. I did that one time, like to get around the sample, just because there was no way we was gonna be able to clear the sample.
Right.
And it worked. But now I'm like, damn, now people gonna start AI and me.
Yo, I got the Kota feature.
Yeah. Oh my God, bro. I think somebody did that.
No way.
I think somebody did that. And I just been kind of acting like it didn't
way.
happen. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
I'm not gonna hold you. It's a wild time.
That's crazy. I can't believe that.
It's a wild time.
You know they tried to do a whole AI podcast one time?
I believe it. They doing an AI everything, bro. There's AI artists with 3 million monthly listeners.
Yo, that's crazy. Yeah, I saw that. And somebody got a record deal recently or something like that, right?
Nigga, who? It's like it's an AI. Like, how you get a record deal? You're not even a person. Like, what was the meeting like? You know what I mean? Like,
the meeting was ChatGPT, bro.
What's going on? Like, imagine ChatGPT on the phone in the meeting, like, oh, we love your music.
Like, thank you.
That's crazy.
I tried my hardest.
What's going on, bro? We are really in a dystopian society. It's crazy, bro. We're in the freaking Matrix, bro. We're in the Matrix, dog.
Like, hey,
I don't know anymore.
You still able to perform. You shut down Music Hall Williamsburg.
Don't say I shut it down.
You
Don't
shut
say
it
that.
Down. You were the last performance.
I wasn't the last.
All right, second to last.
I literally did I see? No, I saw.
You saw?
I saw somebody there
because I know I sent it to you.
I saw somebody at Music Hall of Williamsburg
after you.
After me, it was that was out of my mind. That's crazy. Why am I not thinking about it? Why am I not thinking about who it was, bro? Damn.
That's it. You got it.
I gotta find out. I gotta remember. He's from LA.
Yeah, he's from
D-Smoke.
You saw D-Smoke there.
Yo, shout out to D-Smoke. I saw D-Smoke and he killed it.
Man, he went crazy. Fire.
And I think maybe like a week or 2 weeks after that.
Down. I mean, second. That's what I'm saying. Second to last. You still second.
I wasn't the second to last, bro. There was other shows in between my show and D-Smoke show, and then I'm sure there was probably like a couple shows.
All right,
after.
Here we go. Last person from Brooklyn to perform there.
I still don't know if that's true. We would have to see. We can't just say that. You see, you're part of the problem.
I am.
You can't just say that.
I'll give you accolades.
No. We don't do fake accolades. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't do that. We don't give out participation awards and shit. You know what I mean? That's not the generation we from. That's the new generation. They get shit for just participating. We didn't get that shit. You know what I mean? So we can't move like that. All right. You gotta earn it.
All right. I will do my research. Yeah. Then I'll make a video, and I'm gonna do it on his porch, and I'll be like, Kota was blank of Music Hall of Williamsburg.
Do the research, man. Do the knowledge.
I'll do the knowledge. Shout out Deontay Kyle. Do the knowledge. But we came in late, so we do have to bounce a little bit. Is there anything I didn't touch we needed to touch on? I know local art dealer.
Yeah, local art dealer. It's like my new universe that I'm creating.
I know you started the new page, Avery.
Yeah, Avery. That's my name. My name is Avery Jones. So it's like Avery Jones Studios, where I'm just like, that's just my creative page. Like, I do a lot of things that people don't know about. I do like photography. I do videography, and I've just been like I said earlier.
You know what's crazy? Real quick, my bad. You know what's crazy? I met Marlon Craft. And I'm telling him, like, yo, yeah, I had Kota on because I'm trying to get him on. And then he's just like, Kota used to do my videos. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
what? I didn't even know you used to do videos.
Yeah, I used to do it. I did a Marlon Craft, a couple of his videos. I think it was like 10 years ago or something like that.
And it's crazy,
But
both of y'all.
yeah, it's actually crazy.
It's crazy.
I used to shoot videos for everybody, bro. Everybody in the hood, everybody in this, anybody in the city, you know. So it's just like I'm bringing those things back where I just want to like create. So Avery Jones Studios is just that opportunity for me to be as creative as I want to be. Like if I find free time during my day, I fill it up with something creative, with something I can do. If I can shoot a video, if I can go out with my camera and take some pictures in nature or something like that. It's like, that's just fulfilling me. I realized that I needed a hobby, bro.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? I feel like we forget that we need that. We need something that's not necessarily making us money or, it's nothing about finances or economics. It's just like, I'm just doing this because I love it.
Yeah.
And I feel like sometimes men, bro, we don't give ourselves that.
Nah.
We're like, I'm not allowed to like anything. I gotta
put the whole world on my back.
Yeah. It's like we're not allowed to have fun and enjoy our lives, but I'm starting to realize like I want to have things that I love again.
Yeah.
You know, that I'm not making anything from. I just love it, you know? So that's the Avery Jones Studios thing. And local art dealer, like I said, is this new universe I'm creating. And it's just about art. It's just about artists and creators, because I feel like everybody is just trying to monetize.
Yeah, everything.
So
everybody's monetizing their hobbies, bro.
Yeah, so instead of just thinking about monetization, I want local art dealer to be about the art and the actual creative process. Whereas I feel like everything is taking a turn where the money is now in the forefront completely. And before people even listen to the music, they're like, "Nigga, buy my album, like buy this, and like
buy the merch."
Yeah, buy the merch. It's like, bro, niggas ain't even get to hear the music yet, but you trying to sell before. So it's like I'm trying to put the music before the selling, you know, and the art. And I'm trying to highlight artists and people that actually create things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I mean, I love seeing it, man. I'm excited for what's on the horizon. You know, hopefully we can do something together.
I believe it. Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah. Real quick, got to shout out John Geiger for the what the Geigers, man. The what the friends and families. You know what I mean? It says what the what.
Shout out to the John Geigers, bro. I got a couple at the crib, but I need these, bro.
Yo,
I need these. They're fire.
Shout out Geiger, man. He's been a huge help for the pod. Really helped put me on the map as well, especially within this new community. So shout out to John. Kota, let them know where to find you.
Yo, you can find me everywhere. KotaTheFriend.com or Instagram, Kota the Friend. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Or you can find me in Brooklyn somewhere. That's it.
In the crib. Don't find out. He's just in the crib.
Probably see me walking down the street, walking down Myrtle Avenue. I don't live over there anymore, so y'all can go.
You know where to find me. Who is Haas on all social medias. Follow the podcast, My First Kicks Pod. Hit up the Patreon, patreon.com/MyFirstKicks. I'm going to kick it to myself to do the outro. Peace.
Boom.
I hope you enjoyed this week's episode with Kota the Friend. Man, it's been really dope to see what he's been able to do since the last episode that he was on. And if you haven't checked out that episode, his first appearance on the podcast, which happened in 2024, this was like Sango pulled up. Then after that, I shortly got Kota, and I was like building my way to episode 200 with Mero. Which I feel like a lot of people that are watching me now started off. So if you want to go back. I still have episodes with Sango, Kota the Friend, Peter the Brew, Welty. These are all in studio episodes. Rainy, and it's been a hell of a journey. So I've been a huge fan of Kota for a really long time. You'll hear about it on that episode if you go back to that episode. And this past year, getting to hang with him and chill with him, got to celebrate his birthday with him, and been able to like see this whole other world that not many people get to see. And it's been really dope. I feel like Kota is such a dope person, a real, just like like he's in tune with who he is, and he's always trying to find himself, and he's always trying to be a creative and be expressive and tap in with his audience, and not what I like doing is not give them a false bill of goods. Like that's what I've always prided myself on. Like if you listen to any episode, whether it be the beginning of the podcast to right now, I've always prided myself on that. I'm just showing a genuine side through something that I love, and being able to have these conversations. And sometimes they're not always going to be about sneakers the entire hour. Sometimes we're going to talk about their journey to from the last time we spoke, or their journey with their profession or their passion, or moments in their life that they feel like they rediscovered themselves, like in this episode. And I think I always have that openness to that, where somebody wants to come back on and talk about a little bit more about themselves, because we all know that my first kicks, the all the initial question is an icebreaker. It's I sit down with this person to get to know them, and then I use that question in the hopes of just like, we get a little piece of their life in the beginning, and hopefully we get a chance to progress with them, or we'll get them to have come back on and we can have a deeper conversation, because we're not going to get everything on my first kicks episode. And this episode with Kota definitely touches on that. Like you can feel that. I think what Kota's doing right now with Local Art Dealer, which is out now on Even. Check that out. I'll link it in the bio, not the bio. I'll link it in the description of this episode. So make sure you tap in. It's pay your own price, so you can pay anything between like $1, I think maybe, or I didn't check, but you can pay anything between $1 to however you want. And it's so dope that he's been able to just like take these chances and build with his audience. And I've always been trying to do that, especially since day one, with me asking for my first kick stories. Love to get some of those in the inbox, info@myfirstkicks.com. Would love to have people write in so I can read it to the guest. And I don't do a great job of pushing it, but please, if this is maybe your first time listening to this, or if you want to, maybe your 100th time listening to this podcast, this is an all immersive podcast. Like, you are able to reach out to me. I'll have conversations with everybody. DM me, send me a message, email me, info@myfirstkicks.com. This is meant to be for everyone to interact with. Like, hopefully in the grand scheme of things, when we get a little bit bigger, maybe we do a call-in episode. Maybe we'll do like our best of my first kick stories with a previous guest, and that has been on a bunch of times, like an AD or like an Aaron. We can just talk, and I could just tell these stories. But this is what it's always been about, and it's just been about people's stories, people's genuineness to finding themselves. And I always appreciate that, these type of conversations. And like I've known Kota ever since that last episode. That was my first time hanging out with him, was the first episode, right? And since then we've hung out a couple of times. I got to see him at the Blue Note. I'm definitely going to go see him in the Blue Note again in March. And it's just been really, really dope, like getting to know somebody that I've listened to their music for a really long time. Like, and just hearing how he's been such a pivotal part around the New York scene and helping other people get what they, get their creative itch scratched. Like, we talked about this in the Out of the Box episode. If you haven't listened to that, I talk about my need for scratching this creative itch that my job didn't scratch for me. So I created this podcast, and there's a lot more where I talk about, like, I mean, I need to probably do another Out of the Box episode of Volume 3, because, you know, I self-taught myself how to do Photoshop and graphic design. So I went to school for that. And that's where my creativity always began. But I did, in that episode, in Volume 2, I talk about how I was told I wasn't going to be a good artist in high school. And so hearing Kota talk about his creative itch, and also like him not really being a perfectionist, or like there are things he is a perfectionist about, I thought was really insightful. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. And of course, if you want to help out the podcast, Patreon, you got to hit the Patreon, please. Patreon.com/myfirstkicks. I'm kind of flirting with the idea of only cutting down the podcast to 30 minutes and putting the rest of the episode, like the full episode, on Patreon, because right now I'm not able to kind of like tap in to add more content on there. It's been really busy at work, and you know, I really would love the Patreon to be a lot more popping than it is right now. Like, I haven't gotten a new patron to sign up in a while, so please, it really goes a long way if you help me out by signing up for the Patreon, patreon.com/myfirstkicks. Of course, we got to do shout outs. Shout out to Plox, shout out to Samia, shout out to Jordan Kaiser, shout out to Derek Hawkins, shout out to Derek Lipkin, shout out to Adam Butler, shout out to Ross Adams, shout out to Adam Newstetter. And I think that's it. Sorry if I missed you. I always just do this off the top of my dome, and I always feel like I miss somebody every single time, and I'm so sorry. But please sign up for the Patreon, patreon.com/myfirstkicks. Also, before we bounce out, you know, I wore these in the podcast. I have to show both because they're different colors. These are what the Geigers. I did a quick shout out towards the end. What was really dope was I got to go to a studio session with Kota after, and that was like, I've never been in something like that. We were in there. It was me, Kota, cartoons. Lord Sko was there. I got to see like Kota's process when he's making a song. Look, I don't think I could ever be a rapper. If it was me, like, I'd be like, here's the bars, I'm rapping it, this song is done right now. But like, Cartoons, shout out to Cartoons, man. His beats, and if you haven't checked out, you've never heard of Cartoons, CARRTOONS, Cartoons, lots of like, he makes beats that like really speak to me. Jazzy, hip hop, like, yo, fire. Definitely check out his last like 2 albums that he dropped. But I got to hear some of the stuff he's been working on. I got to chill in a crazy studio in I think it was like Bushwick or something like that. And it was crazy. This, like, the beginning of this year has been dope. It's been super dope. Shout out to Kota. Thank you so much for pulling up again. And of course, if you want to see more of this podcast or listen to more of this podcast, check out these 2 episodes here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and you know what we say each week: wear your kicks. Peace.